Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to episode 006 of Bum Talk Monday edition. I am your host, Che Bums, along with my brother co-host,
Danny Bums.
That's right, who today is sporting a new outfit today.
Outfit? What do you mean outfit? This is what I look like. This is me.
Anyway, it was a big week for combat sports, especially in the wrestling world. We had the privilege of going to NXT Takeover. It was a phenomenal experience. We had a great time.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. Everything about it, the fights, the fans, the aroma, the environment was just ridiculous. And obviously that culminated with yesterday's big show, the hottest summer show. I think, what's the tagline? The hottest, I don't know.
The hottest show of the summer.
Yes. And it culminated at around 11 o'clock when the big dog, Roman Reigns, that's right, that's Roman Reigns, the new face of WWE, the Universal Champion. That's it. And you can imagine me. Yeah, I was very excited last night going to bed. I actually couldn't go to bed till like maybe past an hour because I was just too ecstatic from the big dog winning. And today, he's
gonna have the opening promo.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the belt every week now.
Yes, we are. And he said yesterday at the end when SmackDown when SummerSlam went dark, he goes, "No more part-timer." He said, "No more part-timer." And that's what this was about. It's about Roman solidifying himself. There you go. Even John Cena posted it on Instagram.
Wow.
The big dog, Roman Reigns' first Universal title run. We'll see what happens with his future title run. He's officially champion.
He's the second wrestler in history to hold both the WWE and the Universal title. First being
Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
That's right. But yeah, so it was a big wrestling week. There's the big dog right there, my favorite wrestler. Big wrestling weekend. We had some Bellator with MMA Friday night. We'll cover that at late the episode, and we also had the boxing fights Saturday afternoon. We'll cover that at the end of the episode. We figure we'll cover wrestling since we went to Takeover and we watched SummerSlam last night. But let's get right to it. Let's start with Takeover Brooklyn 4. We were there Saturday night. We had a great experience.
It was awesome.
5 great fights.
They tore the roof down. They tore the roof out, whatever.
Yeah, they tore the Barclays down.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fans were ridiculous.
Oh my God, incredible.
I think when we're trying to go inside the arena, I saw a bunch of Undisputed shirts.
Just walking into Barclays right outside, like on Flatbush.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you just feel the energy. And
the aroma.
As I was walking around there, I'm looking around and I'm saying, you say what you want about professional wrestling. Yeah, it's fake or whatever. But at the end of the day, compared to boxing, they're in the same business as boxing and MMA in the sense that, like, the point is to put asses in seats, and these guys, they do that. So
sold out,
and it was amazing.
Sold out Saturday night.
It was incredible, and that was Saturday night. Imagine it was Sunday night. It was like
ridiculous.
It was such a stacked card, and it was such a good card. I think it might have been my favorite of the year.
Yeah, for Takeover, yeah, absolutely correct.
No, I'm talking about SummerSlam.
Oh, SummerSlam? Okay, all right. But let's talk about Takeover first, since we were there Saturday night. It was great. 5 great fights. We caught them all. With the culmination of obviously Ciampa and Gargano.
Yeah.
But to break it down for me, at least for me, the match of the night. Obviously, everyone was going for Cole and Ricochet. That was a great match. But for me, it was the opening match between the Undisputed Era and Mustache Mountain. I thought it was a great fight. You saw so many finishers and special moves and everything. And at the end of the day, the Undisputed Era reclaimed their title. But with every victory comes the next opponent. And the next opponent, I think they're called War Raiders, correct? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see moving on Wednesday what happens with that storyline. How about you? What was the match of the night for you?
Oh my God, it was easy, man. It was
him,
this guy, the new North American champion. He beat Michael Cole's son, Adam Cole.
Is that really his son?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
Like, I got what? You though.
Like,
right? I was a trap for you.
I paused. I'm like, what?
I set him up and I got him. He beat Adam Cole. Ricochet, an incredible talent. That was one of the best matches I've seen, not only in my life, but in definitely in real life, because I've been to a couple of WWE shows. I also went to a local promotion. By the way, speaking of local promotions, you know who was training today? Sasha Banks, you know who she was with?
Tonight?
Training with?
Austin Aries?
That's how left out she felt.
Austin Aries?
No, she was with Hog Wrestling today.
Damn. She was a Hog Wrestling. That's probably New York City's biggest indie promotion.
Yeah, it's out of Jamaica, Queens. Shout outs to my homies in Queens.
They also put on a great show Friday night.
Yeah, I know who you are.
They put on a great show Friday night. Bubba Ray made an appearance. Austin Aries fought. Enzo Real One fought. So it was a big card for an indie show.
Yep.
But NXT TakeOver was awesome. You heard Triple H interview at the end with Kathy Kelly, and what he said, this is our WrestleMania. And every Brooklyn they've done so far.
I can't wait for Brooklyn 5. That's how he ended it.
That's our way of Triple H. But like I said, every Brooklyn, and I can't sit down here and lie, say I watch every TakeOver. I haven't. I watched the last 2 Brooklyn ones, 3 and 4, and they were just phenomenal. Over top of the line.
Yeah, I think I remember. I didn't like SummerSlams last year.
Yeah, no.
And I remember I stayed home and watched the NXT the night before, and I compared
Brooklyn
the both.
3?
I'm like, yeah, Brooklyn 3. I'm like, that was amazing.
Yeah, well, everyone. I mean, we retweeted that Saturday afternoon. It was a 1-year anniversary of Adam Cole's WWE NXT debut, and obviously that's a monumental moment in NXT history. But yeah, like I said, I think those 2 matches, fair enough. If this was the UFC MMA and they handed out fight of the night and performer of the night, I think Ricochet and Adam Cole gets fight of the night.
Of course, the main event.
Wow.
The women's was awesome.
It was.
It was okay at first. Like
Shayna
was beating her up, and then I just got really, and not just that, but the emotion of the crowd, man.
The energy, right?
Amazing.
Everything.
And they were pissed. They almost like rioted when Ciampa retained.
Yeah, everyone was going for Gargano.
Everyone loves Gargano.
Yeah, because it's just, a typical face heel storyline.
Someone tweeted today that after we're going into SummerSlam, but that the way the AJ match ended last night it's heading into the Ciampa Gargano element of it all.
I mean, we gotta see. Obviously, you figure this to go on for. I mean, it's definitely gonna be in Hell in a Cell next month.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. But it was a great match. We'll get to SummerSlam in a few, because we're almost done with Takeover. Main event was awesome. Kind of controversial because you saw Gargano. He almost got up in the 10th count, and then the ref called it, and then that was it. And then you heard the fans go, they're all pissed off and everything. But it is what it is. It's the ref's discretion. He counted at 10, and Gargano wasn't fully up, I guess. Maybe one knee, and Ciampa retained. That's all I can say.
This was
the official card, I believe. That's the official poster.
Yeah.
Even though it got altered because it was Aleister Black was on it originally.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the final card. But what else? Yeah, it was a great card. We loved it. I loved it because they finished early. It started at 7. I think they officially finished at 9:35.
9:30 they were done. Yeah.
And then we got out at 9:45, 9:50. We got home by 10:45. So
yeah, it was
awesome. Great. It was great. And speaking about that, even SummerSlam ended, I think, exactly 11 on the dot, or like 11:01, 11:02. So that was even awesome.
Yeah.
But so moving on from Saturday night, moving on from the minor leagues to the major leagues, SummerSlam, the 31st annual edition of SummerSlam was last night. I caught most of it, including the kickoff show. I won't cover the kickoff show. Just a couple of fights that we want to cover. I think the opening match was ridiculous. Like you said,
amazing.
Like you told me last night, it set the tone for the rest of the card.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins won back the Intercontinental Title Championship. He beat Dolph Ziggler along with what's that guy's name? Scottish. Oh, there they are. The Scottish
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, and they're back. And this is a pipe dream, but the Shield is back. They kind of are.
I saw this tweet that said today, I'm like, who's Ambrose going to go after first? Roman, the Universal Champion, or the other guy who's the Intercontinental Champion?
I think Rollins, just because the way it was before the injury, they were attacking champions, and then he got hurt and all that stuff. So, but The Shield owns Raw again. They're missing tag team titles, and they could easily destroy the B team. Easily destroy the B team.
That'd be awesome.
So, the Shield's back, partially. So yeah, that for me was that. So on the Raw brand, for me, the match of the night was the Intercontinental Championship match. Love that match.
Yeah, maybe.
On the SmackDown side was what you just mentioned, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe.
Amazing.
What a match.
There's such athleticism.
The promo he caught in middle of the fight in front of Wendy Styles.
Did you see the little thing they had after?
You mean post-fight interviews?
Yeah, like, it is so... I mean, I love AJ, but it's so lame. He's like... He's walking with his wife and his daughter, like, he's all dressed, ready to leave. And he's like, I promise you guys, that won't happen again. And his wife's like, okay. I'm like, stop.
It's just the whole baby face. Yeah, it's all the baby face, reaction. That was a great match at SmackDown.
Amazing match.
Also, the women's tag SmackDown was really good. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, like Kurt Angle says, Becky Lynch, and Carmella. And Mela is money is what Corey Graves says all the time. The Princess of Staten Island, right? Is that what it is? Yeah,
Duchess, the Duchess.
Yeah.
Staten Island.
And you saw the reaction from the crowd. Everyone was behind Becky Lynch. Like, Charlotte got booed.
Yeah, for real.
First time I see Charlotte get booed in my life like that.
Heel turn.
Yeah, heel turn slowly. And you saw the crowd reacted crazy when Becky Lynch attacked her.
He attacked her, that was awesome.
I was like,
everyone loves Becky Lynch.
Yeah,
she works hard.
Because she was one of the original Four Horsemen coming up with
Four Horsewomen.
With Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, and what was the fourth one? Not Bailey? No.
I think so.
Maybe, I guess, whatever. Yeah, you're probably right. So we saw a lot of matches. For me, Debbie Downer was a SmackDown tag team. It was kind of just lost. I don't know. I just didn't really like it. Bludgeon Brothers retained.
Yeah, I didn't really watch that.
Via DQ.
Yay.
Another one that was a waste for me was Finn Balor, the Demon. Like that.
No, but I mean, I like how they changed it up.
They did,
because they brought the whole Demon element, which is entertaining to see.
Yeah, right. Like the whole Carnage outfit was.
Yeah.
Yo, Baron Corbin had not one offensive move in that match.
It was a flawless victory.
It was a flawless victory
for the Demon.
Yeah.
So that was fun to watch.
But yeah, you're right. From the aspects of the aesthetics and the visuals, it was like but you knew something was happening because Baron Corbin came out. Then it was too quiet for a long time.
Maybe.
And then you saw the red and everything. Then obviously the Demon came out. Trying to think what other match. Another match kind of got me upset was Kevin Owens versus Kevin Owens show. See, was against the Monster Among Men, Monster in the Bank, Braun Strowman. 9 seconds, I think. It lasted a minute and 50 to be exact. That match was just. I think
it was another flawless victory.
It was. I think maybe Kevin landed a punch on him or something, but yeah, it was just pure dominance, and we saw what happened with that. Nothing happened much of it. And then another potential, I wouldn't say fight of the night for me, maybe performance of the night goes to The Miz. The Miz performed last night.
God, that was amazing.
He performed.
I'm all about the heels, and I personally think Miz is one of the best heels.
Yes.
And I think he's probably the best on the mic next to Paul Heyman and Ross. So I'll just love to see him win.
Yeah. Because
the thing is, what I learned is like if Daniel Bryan would have won, it would have ended that storyline.
Yes.
Now they can keep going.
Exactly. And you figure for Hell in a Cell, that match has to be Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. For
both of them, because. But it was a classic heel victory. He hides in front of his wife. His wife, you see him clearly gives him some kind of object.
Yeah.
He puts it on, sucker punches Daniel Bryan, goes back to Maurice, kisses her, and then goes for the 1, 2, 3, and he wins. So, I was upset, even though I do like The Miz, but I like Daniel Bryan. I thought he was gonna win, but like my brother said, this continues the storyline, because if Daniel Bryan would have won, obviously, then that storyline is done. So I think the next thing is Hell in a Cell next month. That's all I can see. I think AJ versus Samoa also goes Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what
I'm looking past Hell in a Cell. I'm getting ready for Survivor Series when we're gonna see
the Big Four.
Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey.
Well, we gotta see.
We're gonna see Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles.
You gotta hold that. 'Cause remember, we have Evolution in October, and titles are gonna change there definitely. Whether it's SmackDown or Raw.
We'll see.
So things are going to change.
Yeah, but the point of you always want to make the best champion versus the best champion. That's why last year they made
Jinder Mahal. Yeah.
No, yeah. Not only that, but even with the girls, they gave one of the belts to Charlotte Flair, so a Mexican fighter, and everyone. That's a dream match.
But I think Charlotte and Ronda Rousey's better booked for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
35,
I agree.
So
we'll see.
But yeah, we're 3 months away from Survivor Series. You know, obviously we got Hell in a Cell coming up in about a month. So we'll see what happens with that. But anything else about SummerSlam you want to cover? I'm trying to think.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey. Completely forgot about that. Completely blew my mind because I'm just too obsessed with the big dog right here. Everyone knows I'm a big dog guy. Today, like my last 3 posts on Instagram have been about the big dog. But
ladies and gentlemen,
look, it's
sport champion,
the face of Raw,
Ronda Rousey. Congratulations on destroying.
You saw how I twisted her arm like crazy. She was
Alexa
twisting her arm like crazy.
I'm happy for her. Let's see what. I mean, this was expected.
Yeah.
I like how they put the title on the best woman there.
You're absolutely correct.
Athletic wise.
She fully dominated that fight. There was no,
Interesting to see how eventually one day get it off her. We'll see.
I think that's definitely rematched at Hell in a Cell, but we'll see what happens.
Probably rematch clause.
Mm-hmm. Champion. Yep. So, yeah, those are probably the ones we talked about are probably the best matches. I mean, Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy was okay. Finn Balor versus Corbin could have been. I mean,
I liked it.
Made up for what the match like.
I didn't mind the United States.
It wasn't that bad. It was
because
okay.
Jeff took a crazy hit on the back.
Swanton bomb at 40 years old.
So it's always entertaining to see.
But it was a good match.
He's a legend.
He is. I'm trying to think what other matches. I think we went through all of them basically.
And of course the main event.
Obviously the main event. The big dog, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
He's finally crowned as the Universal Champion of WWE.
I felt like that was not only a relief for him, but I think it was done for the fans.
It was. They're tired of Brock Lesnar and his part-time ways.
And I feel like this is the best attempt that this guy Vince could have gotten to help push him. Because this is once in a long time. This is like the one time that like fans were rooting for him.
Mm-hmm, yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's like one of the few times. Brock is losing,
and then freaking Daniel Cormier was tweeting like crazy, saying he lost that belt. Now he can focus on me.
He said, "Yeah, well, yeah, he did say that." Trying to think what else. So yeah, we saw the coronation of Roman Reigns. We even saw, but before we get to there, Braun Strowman came out for no reason. I think. I really think he came out for no reason. Obviously, it's gimmick and everything to get people. Oh my God, he's gonna cash it in. And you even heard Braun said it. He's like, hey, I'll wait till you guys are done and I'll cash it in. But Brock Lesnar was smart. You saw he F5 Braun Strowman, chair shot, threw his Money in the Bank contract like at center field, basically.
That distraction caused him to just get speared by Roman.
He cursed him out. He called him a POS, I think, in other words.
He loves calling people that.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what ring it is. And then, like you said, that distraction, he had a chair, went back inside, ready to chair slam him, and Roman went for the spear, and it was 1, 2, 3, and that's it. That was it. Now, if you guys don't mind, we're gonna play a quick Roman Reigns interview post SummerSlam, post fight victory.
Do it.
Congratulations, obviously a long time coming for you. Talk to us about what happened out there.
Came to win, man. I said it, feels like a few weeks ago down in Miami. I have to win. Like, if I didn't win tonight, I'd have to find a new trade. I'd have to get a new job because everything I said would have been false. And I've always said that I'm a man of my word, and in life, stuff happens. You know what I mean? It's not always going to be peaches and cream. You're going to run into roadblocks. You're going to run into walls. And sometimes you just got to put your head down to it, know what you believe in, and run right through them. And tonight, that wall was Brock Lesnar, and I ran through him. It got a little crazy out there, having the monster amongst men, Braun Strowman, making a statement like he did. But at the end of the day, Brock took his eye off the ball, and I hit the home run. So, yes, sir.
Talk to us about Braun being out there.
Oh, yes, sir. You heard it from the big dog himself, Joe Nolai from Pensacola, Florida.
Yep. The Rock's cousin.
The Rock's, I don't know what kind of cousin he is, third, fourth. But you heard he said he goes.
I love watching that interview when him and.
Royal Rumble 2013.
13, 15.
Oh yeah, 15. Rock and
when him and Rock go at I think Mike Rome.
Mike Rome, yeah.
Yo, it was so funny. It was so funny. Roman couldn't hold it in. He almost broke character. Because The Rock is so good.
He's come a long, but Roman Reigns has come a long way since Royal Rumble 2015. A long way. And you heard it from him. He said that everything came true. Like, you know, because not then he would have had to find another job, another trade, and it finally happened for the big dog. Yes, it took longer than expected. It took him over 3 years, and he finally did it. He conquered the beast, and not many people have conquered the beast. So now, post SummerSlam, what are you expecting tonight from Raw?
Oh, the opening promo was Roman Reigns.
The coronation of Roman Reigns and Ronda Rousey?
Maybe.
Who goes first?
Roman.
Ladies first? No?
I don't know. Okay. Maybe Roman.
Maybe you're right. Or maybe Braun cashes in tonight. I don't know.
I heard a crazy rumor that Brock's going to show up on SmackDown tomorrow and go after AJ.
What?
So he can get that title, so he can bring... That's the real title of the WWE.
That's the real WWE title. Even though the emphasis is on the Universal title.
You know, I really thought they really wanted to play out this whole two-sport champion thing.
Me too.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he goes after AJ. Because that's the real title.
That is. And he's always did.
And we know he can beat AJ.
He did it in SummerSlam. Easily.
Survivor Series, yeah. And he last in that Great Balls of Fire. We know he can beat...
Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Which you also said one of the best matches you saw last year, right? Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar.
It was alright.
Didn't say. Yeah, so we'll see. It's obviously after every pay-per-view, especially the big four pay-per-views, it's a refresh of a storyline. So we'll see tonight. It's a little bit cliche, but it's kind of true. After every pay-per-view or major Raw is always interesting because, you know, new storylines. What happens now? What happens with Brock Lesnar? Does he chase SmackDown? Does he fight AJ Styles, or does he now focus on Daniel Cormier?
I think that's the smart thing to do. Especially look how much leaner
he looks so lean. He looked very lean. Like, wow, it's not typical Brock Lesnar. So we'll see what happens with Brock Lesnar if he appears tonight, or his name gets mentioned, or if he appears on SmackDown tomorrow evening.
No, I know his schedule a couple of weeks ago came out, said he's scheduled to appear tonight.
Okay.
But I don't know. Hopefully, I imagine Raw. But it'd be awesome to see him go. But obviously, realistically, it's not gonna happen with AJ because AJ has that beef with Samoa Joe. Yeah. But that'd be awesome.
A rumor, yeah.
Dude, why can't Brock go to SmackDown, man?
Why
they got Ronda?
Dude, Raw is Raw. Raw's the premier brand. Everyone knows that.
Clearly.
Yeah. It's like I'm trying to think of an analogy. It's like SmackDown's Toyota and Raw's Lexus.
Yeah.
Just something like that. But yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed NXT and SummerSlam. We wish we could have been at SummerSlam, but we couldn't do it this year. But it's also last year there in Brooklyn for the SmackDown for the SummerSlam weekend. They did 5 years straight. Next year is unannounced. They'll probably announce it, I think, at Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. So we'll see where they'll go next year for SummerSlam. But anyway, we had a great time at Takeover. Awesome experience. SummerSlam was a great card. You know which promo I did like yesterday? I like that promo when Miz ran into the B team. Remember that?
Yeah, it was funny.
He's like, you want to celebrate? Nah, I'm going for Roman.
The B team stands for Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, sorry. that was funny. But I'm trying to think. Is there any other fight that we kind of missed? I mean, we kind of went through all of them, I think, more or less, right?
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, extremely WWE really great weekend.
Post Money in the Bank, because Backlash was horrible, I think. I hated Backlash.
Well, I mean, we've spoken about this, especially this year. Post WrestleMania, WWE's always in a weird, awkward spot. Especially when you have curveball pay-per-views like the Great Oil Rumble.
Yeah, that was bad. Backlash was bad. But then Money in the Bank was really good. Extreme I thought was phenomenal too, and they've gotten better. So
SummerSlam was great.
SummerSlam was
way
phenomenal.
Better than last year's. Way better.
I remember that. But yeah, so moving on from the square circle, we had Bellator Friday night, and we had a big boxing fight Saturday night. Danny Bums, I leave the microphone with you. What do you want to talk about first? MMA?
We want to talk about Bellator 204.
All right.
Darian Caldwell to the 135 king of the Bellator. went up to 145 and he won.
And non-title fight, right? It was just a regular.
And obviously, it's just, I think, his introduction to the division.
He's from Jersey too, I believe.
Yeah, he trains with the Dom
Alliance
Cruz.
MMA.
That's him. He's the 135-pound king of the Bellator. And to be quite honest with you, I know nothing about Bellator, so this is where I go away.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, do I know about Bellator? I know a couple of the big fights. You know, next month, big fight in the zone where Mousasi will fight Roy McDonald for the middleweight title. Or McDonald's trying to become a 2-time division, first time in Bellator. So that's pretty much I know. But yeah, like you said, was it Dante Caldwell his name is, right? Or Darian Caldwell?
Darian.
Yeah, so he made his featherweight debut. He won. He might be considered going for, 2 titles too. Who knows? We'll see what happens. He's a current bantamweight champion. He's like I said, each Dom, so he's definitely up at that level with top bantamweights in the world. And I guess the other news besides him was SBG's probably the second best fighter. James Gallagher got his first professional loss. He made his bantamweight debut too, because he was natural featherweight. I think he was 8-0 or 7-0. Made his bantamweight debut.
And he went down and lost?
Yeah, he lost.
Idiot.
And you know what? He lost to a guy from New Jersey.
To Ricky Bandejas.
Ricky Bandejas, yeah, from New Jersey.
He was on the Halawani show today.
Really? Oh, it's his biggest victory of his career.
Oh, yeah.
So Ricky Bandejas ended up knocking him out. And it was a great knockout because it was on SportsCenter, Instagram. It was on MMA Junkie, MMA.com. You saw it on every single website that knockout. He just got punched, fell on the floor, and just kept... I think... Then he tried to kiss him, I think. Or something like that. I'm not sure what it was.
I don't know, but just a lot of people like to see that kid lose.
And you saw his quote. He goes, "I'm still cocky whether I win or lose." So I guess that's a good spirit. But we'll see. I mean, hopefully Team SBG Ireland bounces back with Connor in October. Or when
I was telling this guy, like, what if this is a bad omen for that team, and then they get destroyed come UFC 226.
And then whenever Dylan fights
29.
again, Dylan said he wants to fight Roy McDonald. I'm like, yeah, okay, get in line. You're not even in the Grand Prix.
When is that? The 28th of September?
The Grand Prix starts 26th. Yeah, that weekend, September. I don't know what the exact date is, but that weekend. So yeah, that was it for Bellator. Like I said, the bantamweight champion went up 10 pounds. He fought. He won. And then obviously for the haters, the people that love losses, James Gallagher lost. First professional loss, got knocked out. Maybe he'll go back to his natural weight. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Are we done talking about Bellator?
Yeah.
Okay.
MMA. So now we move on to boxing. And boxing this week was live from Europe in Belfast. In a great fight where I think the co-main event overtook the main event. And in terms of popularity and hype. Because we left exactly after the co-main event ended because we had to go to NXT. The fight was free streamed on YouTube, Showtime International YouTube. I'll just talk a little about it, then my brother can get more into it. So Tyson Fury came back 2 months ago. He beat a cherry picker. I forgot the guy's name. Bounced back again. Fought this past Saturday. Won a 10-rounder against this clown over here.
Yeah.
UD decision. And the stipulation was, if Tyson Fury, the chosen one, won, which he did win, he won. He is guaranteed a fight with Deontay Wilder, and that exactly what happened. The fight's official. Is an official poster. There's just not an official date yet. I think it's in November, December, more or less, something like that. I think to those lines. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'll leave it now to the boxing guru, Danny Bums.
Can I go in now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so, the weird thing actually about this fight is that this is the first fight I've ever seen where the referee was the judge.
Oh yeah, you heard that, right? The judge scored it 130.
The referee scored at 190. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. Anyways, that's how you know I don't really know anything about boxing. That's the first time. Apparently that happens. I don't know. What's good about this fight, and Billy Joe Saunders said it, who's
under Frank Warren,
who's also like really good friends with him because they're both gypsies. He said what was good about this fight is that he got his rounds in.
Yeah, 10 rounds fully.
Because the first round the first fight he had in June, and then like in the fourth round he just obliterated this guy. So it was good that he got that experience. Because when it's gonna come to so one of the Joshua's or the Wilders, he's gonna need that. And he fought a very game opponent, but that guy just could not land. I mean, and then again, Tyson Fury is a credible boxer. You can't hit this guy. And Tyson Fury just looked amazing in the footwork. He did,
and you saw him jabbing with the left and everything, just
insane.
off.
incredible performance. And then it was official at the end of the fight. Frank Warren revealed that the fight is done.
Yeah.
Later this week, they'll announce either November or December to easily make that the I guess for the second half of the year, the biggest heavyweight boxing fight of the year. Because forget about Joshua Povetkin. He's fighting some guy who's been caught twice with steroids. Whatever.
September, right? What's the official date in that?
22nd.
A week out. Okay, so the week after Hell in a Cell. All right. Okay.
Yeah, September's stacked.
It is. You have DSG Poirier. We try to get tickets, but
you have UFC 228.
228, September 8th. DSG Poirier, September 8th. September 16th, we have Hell in a Cell. September 22nd. September 15th, we have Canelo versus. God, man, just.
And a week after that, we have Joshua Povetkin.
So like, I love going out to party, but I don't know, these fights now hasn't made me watching fights.
Now it's gotten to the point where I go out on Saturdays, I'm
pull the phone out.
People see me I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm watching a fight.
Like we went out 3 weeks ago for the Alvarez Poirier fight.
Or when I went out to like a year ago in October.
Oh, you talking about that?
I was at my friend's house down in Carteret. And I was watching 216 on my phone. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, hold on, I'll be right back.
I remember that. That was fun.
You weren't there.
No, but you told me about it. The box, like I said, 3 weeks ago, Poirier versus Alvarez, or a beer garden. He was watching the fight on his TV. So
on my phone.
Yeah.
So, this match is basically the lineal champion versus WBC champion. So it's the ultimate slap to Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn because they didn't want the fight with Deontay.
No one, yeah.
It's so obvious, and then how easy they make the fight with Fury. It's insane. So, this fight overshadows Povetkin and Joshua by I don't care how big of a start Joshua is. So I can't wait. Most likely it's gonna be in Vegas, which means T-Mobile Arena. That's a big venue. They both deserve it. Deontay definitely does. It's just incredible for heavyweight boxing. And then Dillian White came out today saying how they're both bums for not fighting him, and then Joshua flipped out on. The Gypsy King flipped out on him saying, he's like, what do you talk, like, who wants to fight you? Like, how are we bums? Like, and then Gypsy King says, it goes like, just remember, I've done things in the sport that you dream of.
Yeah. And
I was just.
So he said it on Twitter, or what was it?
On an Instagram comment. I read it and it got me so upset. It's like, this guy's another kind of, like, why do they want, why would anyone want to fight you? Like, what do you have to offer? It's Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
That's probably the biggest heavyweight fight, like you said, this year. But obviously, Anthony Joshua's fighting a cheater.
It's just people like that. And he said, he goes like Eddie just uses you to fight Joshua's sloppy seconds. It's true. And like, to be honest, dude, Eddie, he's a good promoter, but like if he were to choose between Dillian White or Joshua to promote for the rest of his life, who would it?
Josh, of course. Everyone knows that. This is going ticket.
That's Anthony Joshua is the best thing that happened to Eddie Hearn. And that's when I get a little emotional. And that formed, get upset.
And because of that relationship, they were able to form the Zone partnership. So
yeah, I guarantee you they would not have landed this deal if they didn't have the cash cow that is.
Probably wouldn't, yeah. Or arguably, if they would have, it would have been maybe in a year or two later. Who knows?
Yeah, good
but it's an exclusive, yeah.
I mean, they just announced the Worlds Collide card the same night as UFC 229 in Chicago.
And also the same night as Superstar Showdown.
I know.
October 6th. I won't be here, but he'll be here, cover that stuff. That's same night. All three of them. UFC 229.
I got that pinned out with my friend. We're gonna watch it.
Superstar Showdown, and then the boxing was the world. What's it called? The boxing thing?
Worlds Collide. The world main event is Jesse Vargas. He's cool and all, but
yeah. It's like a UFC fight night to me.
For real. I mean, they have 2 championship bouts under him, but like legitimate champions. But I don't even know them. No offense.
Part of lightweight classes.
Oh, another news. Carl Frampton won.
Yeah, he was the main event.
Actually, they had the thing worked out with him the same as Tyson Fury. They already had his fight, his opponent.
Like a stipulation, yeah.
Yeah, and he's the IBF of his division champion.
But you see, even Carl Frampton, he's Irish. He's one of Irish's biggest boxing star, but he was overshadowed by the co-main event.
Well, because he's the biggest star in Ireland.
Yeah.
Boxing star. Tyson Fury is the biggest star in the UK.
Well,
other than Joshua.
Yeah. But yeah.
But look how crazy, like, look at the mark Frank Warren has made. He's got.
And
he's
you know,
front,
Fury
he has Carl
Fury
the Jackal.
Wilder is gonna be.
He has Fury and he has BJS.
And you know, Fury versus Wilder is gonna be a pay-per-view
Oh
fight
my
on Showtime,
God,
so that's gonna be
that fight
ridiculous.
is gonna be.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
You know what they filmed today?
What?
Because they're still over there. They filmed their face off, and Frank Warren, and I believe him because Frank Warren isn't bullshit. I believe him when he said it was the most intense and craziest face off you'll ever see in your life.
Well, I like the one you tagged me in where Tyson did
Tyson's
the European kissing.
You know what I'm learning, man? Like
he's a troll.
Not even that, but like now, even in this is gonna be a curveball. Even in the rap game now, like it's okay to diss a friend because you're both getting headlines.
Yeah.
So like Tyson Fury, they'll say all these things to each other, but at the end, every
friendly.
exchange, they're kissing each other, and obviously
it's friendly. Yeah, so
that was funny, right?
it was
Try
funny.
to kiss him.
Try to kiss him like on the cheek. Like,
Deontay was like, no.
Like the
After literally when they announced the winner, right before Deontay won, Tyson said, "Hey, can I hold the belt for a second?" He's like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
And he walked around the belt and he gave it back.
Yeah. So it's all fair play.
But it's still a
they're justing.
You know what you know what Tyson Fury said? He said he has 2 more fights and he's retiring a second time.
So Deontay
Wilder
Wilder
and Joshua, if he wins. You know how amazing of a story it'd be if this guy came
Beats
back
Wilder.
to boxing, beat Wilder and Joshua, and took 300 days off?
It's ridiculous. 25 months off almost. Because of his.
And him to do that, like that's.
Mm-hmm.
And not just that, he was the real guy to knock to dethrone Klitschko.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he knocked that.
Because when Joshua had it
Back in 2016, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
late 2015. Which was the last time he fought, November 2015, in Germany, in his home. Even though he's Ukrainian, because Germany is his second home.
Yeah.
Like, if he does this, like he took that much of a break, like he is a pure.
He's
I'm all
one of a
for,
kind.
like,
Yes. But there's always
I like Joshua because he's someone that just. He's one of those people that, like, he's such a big star, but he doesn't have to do things.
Yeah.
Conor has to do things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tyson Fury has to talk. Joshua is so charismatic, so lovable, and so talented. Obviously, he's at where he's at for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But and I love him. I love Fury, but obviously the fan of entertainment, I obviously love Tyson Fury more because he's just to me. He's just
showbiz to entertainment. He's part of it.
Funny.
Yeah.
And he's a real, I don't know. Yeah.
So we'll keep in touch about the boxing fight. We'll retweet that. I do shameless plugs all the time. I forgot to do in the beginning. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at bumtalk_ shameless plug, and email us at bumtalk1@gmail.com. Even though I haven't checked the email like in 3 weeks probably. But yeah, follow us at bumtalk_. I'll put it in this video and in the opening credits. Before we close off, next week UFC Fight Night 134, we have Gaethje versus Vic. Justin Gaethje is like UFC's like fight of night candidate for every single fight he's been in.
He's their Homer Simpson.
Yeah, he bats for them. He'll take a hit for them. That's the best way to say it. He'll bat for them. He don't care if it's Fight Night pay-per-view or whatever. He fights James Vick, who I think has 1 loss to, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good fight.
I have a feeling James Vick is gonna destroy this guy.
Yo, James Vick's wins. I don't know. I mean the Gaethje train's still
I
pretty
don't know,
high.
man.
It's still pretty high, but like I don't know. I mean,
I think don't sleep on this James Vick.
No.
This Texan.
it's like
Don't sleep on that guy.
It's like Habib says, too much war is what?
Too much war.
Too much war. I mean, it's good for him because but you know, you gotta change your game. But Justin needs, I think this went really, really, really bad.
Yeah, hey, we have a question for you guys. How do you feel about do you guys agree with Luke Rockhold? Do you guys think that people like Brock Lesnar and John Jones deserve these fights?
I don't think so. But hey, it just came out
just to sell a pay-per-view.
So speaking on this topic, it just came out today. UFC, guess how much UFC is worth? It just came out today.
$7 billion.
7 billion. 7 Bs.
I'm ahead of this kid.
7 Bs, and they got sold 2 years ago for 4.2. So they almost doubled in 2 years.
It's more than Star Wars.
There you go. More than Vince McMahon money. It is. But it's
gonna get to the point where they have to throw out the whole ranking system because it's horrible.
Ariel Helwani said in his show last week, he's like starting next year with this.
Brock Lesnar gets a heavyweight title match. He can't even defend it. He can't even defend that in WWE.
Yeah, sporadically, 3 times a year, 4 times a year at most.
Brock Lesnar gets a title shot over Stevie
Curtis
Miocic.
Blade.
Curtis Blade.
Yeah, all these guys. Derek Lewis.
I think the most probable thing was to give him a ranked opponent, and if
Like
top 10
like
opponent,
Mark Hunt, like he did 2 years ago, right?
whatever top 10, and then if he wins, obviously he's but whatever, man.
But such is the way in the world when it's money fights, right? You know, things get overlooked. That's just the way it is.
And then we have John Jones, which most likely he's convinced he's going to be at UFC 30.
We'll see about that.
Whatever.
Or what are we showing our kids growing up? Hey, it's okay to cheat and you get a title
There's
shot.
now this crazy comment that said that the UFC owns USADA.
Yeah.
Because of things like that.
Things like that can definitely money definitely is a big factor. Money can influence people.
To sell a pay-per-view.
Exactly, whatever it is.
That's why a lot of these interim belts are just to get a couple more pay-per-view buys.
Absolutely correct.
UFC can be just as disappointing as the boxing. I know it's very upsetting.
But with UFC, I think it's coming out more now.
At least with WWE, we know like
It's scripted, it's fake.
it's somewhat fair.
And
in
if
a
it's
way.
Roman, he gets spent on him for 30 days.
And like the crazy, like the curveballs will get pushes, like Elias, like Braun, like
Bobby Lashley nowhere to be seen yesterday. Just saying that.
apparently we told Ebro that he was gonna be there tonight, so we'll see.
Refresh storyline. I wonder who's gonna fight. Dean Ambrose?
Oh, that'd be great.
Crazy.
So guys, give us a follow.
Yes, at bumtalk _ sorry
Damn.
for the lighting, you can't see it. At bumtalk _ I'll put it in this video. Thank you all for the subscriptions. At YouTube, we got 21 now. Shout out to Nicholas Paul for following us today. But yeah, we're doing good. So we'll see you guys next Saturday. We did today just because of SummerSlam last night.
Yeah,
Well-
I don't think boxing has anything big.
UFC has a fight night, so you know,
It's gonna be a slow one next week.
we also on the Bellator, so you know we'll keep it slow. We now that we're doing video, we're looking at about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Keep it slower than audio, so and it gives us a time so we know when to stop talking now and stuff. But anyway, guys, it's always a pleasure. Make sure to follow us at bumtalk _ on Twitter. Email bumtalk1@gmail.com. And with that being said, sayonara from Che Bums and Danny Bums. Nice outfit. Anyway, good night, folks.